Здравствуйте, товарищи, and welcome back to our humble Soviet Republic, nestled deep, seemingly, in the middle of nowhere. Off in the distance, Ashkakal is currently suffering a serious case of deja vu. Yes, this health number is at a beautiful 89%, but if we hover over it, we see a serious situation with water. Happiness continues to be in a bit of a rough spot, and once more here we see the lack of water as a bit of an issue. Harkens back to the early days. And what's more, money ain't looking too hot either. So I'm a little nervous, but folks, we'll be fine. I hope you've been enjoying this series thus far. If you have, you know what to do. Let me know by leaving a like and a comment down below, because as always, it makes a very big difference in letting me know what people are enjoying on the channel, letting me know what I should do more or less of, and letting me know how I should go about doing it. If you've been watching these episodes and you've got some thoughts, opinions, suggestions, fears, concerns, leave them down below and they will get addressed in some way, shape, or form. I've already pointed out my fears and concerns, so why don't we go ahead and start tackling them by first canceling the construction of this hospital. It needs 21 tons of steel, and I'm pretty sure the math there adds up to our entire treasury. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and say that we're going to suspend this construction for the time being, and we'll come back to it soon. We already have 22 tons of steel on here. It's going to need an additional 21 tons. My goodness, yes, please suspend construction. Please stop. Now let's quickly turn our attention to this open storage as well to make sure that we are being very careful about how much steel we're importing. Let's drop this number a little bit. 9 tons at a time sounds safe, and we'll adjust this again later. I'm hoping not to have to kick in full austerity measures, but if we have to, you bet we will. For the time being, this should do the trick. With that done, we also have to pay attention to the water situation. I think this guy over here is giving us enough coverage, allowing me to cancel the connection to this guy momentarily so that we stop supplying water to the shopping mall here and the university over here, where just a handful of people go. Cutting off the supply down here will allow the tank perhaps to refill, or at least will allow this substation to do its work while we pull another line to provide water in the area. So, as the music stops with perfect timing, we're going to go ahead and basically decommission this little section of pipe. And I have to remember I'm doing this because down the line we'll have to recommission it. So, I'm going to go ahead and say we're going to demolish this, suspend the demolition. And what that should do is cut off the supply of water to this substation over here and basically do exactly what I was talking about, allow this to kick in a gear. And as that's happening, I spent some time thinking about this between recording sessions, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a line from this switch over here down to somewhere over here. And I think we have a sweet spot actually just down over here. So why don't we go ahead and take a look at our options before we get time moving forward. Or you know what? Sure. Let's go at normal speed, because I'm trying to not pause. I'm trying to avoid pause as much as possible. It was something that was requested of me many episodes ago now, and I've been trying to stick to it as best as possible. But yes, let's place a water substation. Where? Like, we've got all these like small nooks and crannies that we can take advantage of, I think. But I actually have to be able to connect to the roads, obviously. So it has to go up over here, I guess, and that's fine. If I hook you up like this. And honestly tempted to just do like dirt roads, to be perfectly frank. For the construction at least. So I get the water substation over here. It covers all of those houses. It in fact even covers the housing unit up there, the school up there. So quite a decent bit of coverage. Covers the hospital and additional housing that comes down here. So this feels like a good spot. And it'll hook up to this sidewalk here. So can I line you up nicely? Yes, I can. Pop you down there without a connection so that I can make it out of dirt for the time being. We'll upgrade this eventually, but right now I want to rush this construction. That's the substation, right? Yes. We also want a switch down here so that we can keep pulling further south, I keep calling it, but I guess it's northwest, I think we determined. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Let's get a water switch. Be able to pop you down somewhere here, like so. Actually, that's perfect. And again, gonna do a dirt path for the time being. medium water pipe to connect you guys should be a non-issue. Yep. And then from up over here, should be able to draw down to here, also as a non-issue, and hopefully I don't have to install a pump or anything en route. That would, we'd be able to, it'd be fine, but it would be time investment. In fact, actually, on the topic of time investment, these guys need to go. These guys need to go. Start, and start. I had in my head that I was going to do all the water planning while paused, and I didn't realize that, right, we're moving time forward, but these trucks aren't moving. That's going to escalate this situation. Currently, we're at 2 times multiplier on the insufficient drinking water, and hopefully we'll see that number go down as these water trucks come through, and as, again, this supply gets cut off down over here. I'm a little nervous, I'm not going to lie. I am a little nervous, but we are seeing water pour through. We'll hopefully see this fill up. Again, as more and more trucks come in sort of quick succession, we should see the flow of water. Anyway, sorry, back on task. Like, these guys are seeing progress, right? Yes, vehicles are already on their way over from the construction offices. What about you, buddy? No dallying. There's work to be done. But yeah, I just wanted to consider what the pressure is over here. Where is that coming from? Over here. 1.81. 1.98. Up over here. 1.93. Okay. So 1.98. Comes 1.84. I think we should be fine drawing a direct line down to here. We might eventually need a pump, but we should hopefully be fine. God, I hope I don't regret those words. Find out soon enough, I guess. But yes, let's draw from up here to down here. Don't need to overcomplicate this connection. Pop you down. And before we commission the construction, yep, just wanted to double check this situation, because that ain't looking pretty. You know what? Here, let's flatten the train a little bit. Right, from center. We're going to need to do this anyway, right? Because we're planning on building our medical university in the area. So we're going to have to flatten this terrain, anyway, because that is a massive building. But what's more, I need to take care of this section over here, because if we ever want this road to continue for whatever reason, it can't obviously continue while the pipe is right there. So we'll have to make some adjustments there. And that's fine, obviously. So this can definitely all flatten. We know because we've just done it. And that's good. Yeah, not a priority anyway, so let's go ahead and find out that this police car is stuck here now as well. Fair enough. But hopefully, again, this vehicle will be here in no time. Get a bit of asphalt, get this job done. All right. There's nothing we can do about that. I'm not going to get rid of a police car that I just purchased. I mean, this one's a bit of an older one, but the selling one while purchasing the other might as well not have purchased the other one, right? Like, in a way. In a way, obviously, not literally. Anyway, back to this. I'm going to go ahead and fix this up a little bit. Let's go ahead and cancel from here to here, because then I can go underground here without having to invest in, like, the whole thing being so much more underground. So hopefully that does the trick. Hopefully I can make it less hideous too. And hopefully I didn't just cancel that. I did not. Okay, good. Down. About there. Hook you up like so. And that should be fine. Again, just want to make sure. Other infrastructure's in the way. Trying to build a road here. Yeah, it's not great. That shouldn't be causing trouble, actually. Or, oh, you know what? Oh, this is... I'm a fool. That's footpath. That's why. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. I mean, the pipe would still have been a problem. I was just checking with the wrong thing. Okay, that's all well and good. We are underground over here. Yeah, everything looks fine. Everything looks clean. Good stuff. Let's go ahead and commission this construction. This is going to be expensive because this is going to take a lot of steel, right? Yeah, 7.8 tons of steel. But we need this, though. I mean, sure, we need the hospital, too. But we need this much more urgently. And let's not repeat old mistakes here. Let's make sure this tiny piece of pipe gets laid as well. There you go, buddy. Not going to forget you. Not this time. All right. Gravel, boards, concrete, steel. We have access to all of those resources. Going to make sure that this is a high priority construction. Everything feels like a high priority construction right now, doesn't it? These guys are high priority as well, because if they don't get built, then it doesn't matter if the pipe's built. There you go. Cool. And up over here, this thing, sure, it'll see action when it sees action. What's the deal up over here? Ugh, not great. Okay. I mean, pollution's back, which I don't love, but the water thing is gone. So that's good. Step in the right direction. Again, no water is obviously still hurting a lot of people's happiness here, but hopefully we'll overcome that quickly. Jeez, man. It's not one thing, it's something else. But hey, at least population is still trending upwards overall. That's good. We're close to cracking the 400 university-educated number as well, so that's good too. This makes me a little nervous. What are we looking at in terms of our imports? Not a lot of stuff we can avoid. I mean, I can reduce plastics, I suppose. Don't need that many plastics. Don't need that many electronics either. Sure, feel a bit better about that. This should be okay. Let's see how that looks. And what's the deal up over here with clothes? What's the deal up over here? Ah, yeah, see, this is what worries me. Not a lot of people going to this bus platform anymore because of the reassignments that I've done, I guess. Let's get you committed to this bus platform in your entirety. And then, hopefully, with these guys now being unspecified, we'll have enough supply of experts for everywhere else. We'll see how that plays out. We'll see how that plays out. Because for the last little while, we've provided, healthcare quite consistently. We've had police officers almost maxed out. Or at least, in a better situation than usual at all times. So that feels good. But our economy is collapsing if we don't send more workers up over here, right? We've already limited the number of workers that are coming here, so that's all well and good. And sewage tank is overflowing, but we have... Jeez. We'll need more sewage trucks in no time, man. Alright, at least we're not exporting sewage anymore. Almost a ton of clothes. Yeah, this has got to pick up. The pace here really has to pick up. On which note, let's start double timing it. Because all the urgent stuff has been sorted. This is almost done. Again, these road sections require steel as well, right? So what are you going to do about that? Got steel here. Flows in so slowly. We're seeing progress over here. The excavators arrived. We've got gravel. We need a bit more. We need a lot more gravel, actually. And some concrete, too. But I'm sure it's on its way over. Yeah. Concrete coming through. We'll need another delivery. That's fine. Ooh. Okay. That's a little nerve-wracking. Electronic components. Upping fabrics, because that's all local. Yeah, let's do that. Because this is that's a few too many missing digits up there. A few too many missing digits. And I'm thinking we pull one of these trucks over so that we can deliver these clothes and get us a bit of a buffer. We're we're in a not so great spot right now. Load clothes, unload crops, sure. Go over here, unload clothes, load crops, sure. Start warehouse first. Let's go. Don't worry, we're not revisiting this whole situation again. Don't worry. Hang on, actually, you know what? You know what? Holy crap. We hit 0. Load the fabric as well. We gotta go. Back to bankruptcy. Beautiful. That's about 10K. This is essential. This shipment is essential. Got a little too cocky. Got a little too cocky. What was it, just 2 episodes ago or so we hit 6 figures? There's that 0 again. Again, every time that happens, we lose electricity, and it's going to affect people's happiness and healthcare and everything. Fluctuating, right? Fluctuating. It's only momentary blackouts, fortunately. And this will help tremendously. Okay, good. There's our buffer, and that's gotta last. That's gotta last a long time. Do not load up this time. Plenty of fabric to still pick up, actually, if we wanted to. But I'm hoping we'll be okay. I'm hoping that 10K injection is all we needed. Alright, buddy, here, please just deliver the stuff to the warehouse first, and then we can consider pushing you back to your depot. Rather, to your distribution office, I should say. Oh boy. Oh boy. Alright, let's go. Just got to keep an eye on what we're importing. Love this. Went from reduced stress to slowly escalating stress to max stress. Ooh. We shouldn't be seeing a sudden huge bump in anything. Like, yeah, we need steel here, 7.8 tons, so that's going to be expensive. We've got 5 tons already available. Maybe I got to get this guy back on clothing export duty with a bit more frequency. Yeah, you know what? Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's go. We're in a tight spot right now, so it's time to forgo these illusions of grandeur, at least for the time being. 1 ton of clothes every so often is a huge game changer. And the thing is, I think a big part of what's caused this situation was the reassignment of people away from that bus platform, because it reduced the rate at which we were producing a lot of these resources, I think. I mean, we can check. If I take a look at export, last month, 6K off clothes. The month before, 17. The month before, okay, 8. Before that, 28. Yeah. 66. Yeah. Okay. Now that 66 probably includes that massive delivery we did at one point. Well, that massive series of deliveries, I guess, we did at one point. But hopefully this will help keep us afloat. Still producing at an okay rate. Workers coming through at an okay rate. This is maxed out at 15. We don't need more than that. Okay. Alright, we'll keep an eye on this. Meanwhile, down over here, I think the first phase might be completed. It is indeed. We just need the steel now. So get ready for a big hit up here. Hey, health hit 90%. That's exciting. Genuinely, though, that is exciting. That is exciting. Want to make sure that we're not rushing non-urgent road construction, because all these roads require steel as well. Not a lot, but it all adds up, right? Boy, does it. Boy, does it. We've got oil flowing still. And one thing I could do is I could... Nah, that wouldn't make sense. If I tell these guys to not fill up before they keep moving, the fuel cost in their moving back and forth will probably be much more than the money they make off the oil deliveries. Up over here, we're looking good again. Okay, excellent. 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 So water's not going to be an issue. The flow of other things, however, already is. We'll bounce back. We've weathered this very same storm before. We'll weather it again. What are you doing, buddy? Just picked up a bunch of steel. 10 tons almost. And didn't make us bankrupt. So that's promising. That's promising. Cool. And then you're going to break down. Okay, fair enough. Well, let's pop you on over to here. And we'll get back to the customs house after it's been repaired. Where are you headed? Finish plumbing. This section here? Okay, cool. Guys are making progress. This has been built. This is almost done. This is almost done. Okay, this is good stuff. There's good stuff. This is good stuff. And then, yeah, we'll wait a little while before we rush to this hospital. Because, again, 21 tons of steel. That's no joke. We first need to sort out our production situation up over here. Which seems to be better now already. Still not perfect. Still not perfect. And I do wonder if, yeah, I just need another building's worth of people coming here. 68 workers, that's not an insignificant number. Not an insignificant number. Okay, well, we'll keep an eye on this. I'm not going to enter into the micromanagement stage of things or anything, but then I see something like that happen. And I go, okay, what can I cut off? And steel is what comes to mind, is like what I can cut off. Meat, I can't cut off. Food, I obviously can't cut off. Crops, we need to produce the very thing that makes us money. Water, I can probably reduce again. Water, I can almost certainly reduce again. Yeah, let's go ahead and stop that. Bring you to here. Let's go. You as well, buddy. Bring you to here, and you. Bring you to here. Get 3 trucks off the line, and that should do the trick. Slowly seeing some drain, unlike previously, but, you know, then the additional water, the remaining, rather, water trucks come through. They deliver their water, and we maintain balance, or even actually go up. So that's all well and good. And again, once we have our redundancy down over here, we should be okay. Because what's happening now, I guess, is this guy is currently supplying to the university. So we still have more drain now than we did before. And we're able to sustain it, sure, but only so much. Only so much. Once this stuff is done, we'll be in a much better spot. Looks like this pipe has been placed. Excellent. You, my good friend, are seeing 0.85. Okay. Okay. Let's see what that does for us. Really don't want to have to place a pump over here. It'll be an expensive lesson to learn, but I might be on the verge of learning it. This road is waiting on steel. These guys over here. It is all high priority. It's good. It's a matter of getting that connection to happen. Meanwhile, down over here, almost done introduction to broadcasting. It's not like we're going to be able to build a radio station, you know, in a month's time or anything. But soon. Soon. Maybe I don't need crops anymore, and so the distribution office is going to stop bringing crops in, which is good. Alright, feeling a bit more comfortable now. Famous last words. Hopefully the steel situation is behind us now, because we're not doing massive construction projects. This thing needs gravel and electronic components, so that's okay. I mean, of course, we do still need steel for some of our smaller constructions as well, but it's not going to be like 20 tons at a time or anything. So we should be able to now recover over the next couple of months and then slowly build some of these things up again. Very little steel needed for some of these constructions. This thing has everything it needs. Yes. Or does it still need another 5.8 tons of steel? It might do. Well, we're not starting that until this sidewalk is done anyway. And by the time the sidewalk is done at the rate it's going, we'll probably see our economy recovered again. Been here before. These are familiar lands. Alright, buddy, you're getting 0.87. You are getting water. Yes. Okay, good. Wish I checked before this got built, but we are getting water down over here, so that's good. We can go ahead and probably cancel this demolition. Trying to figure out if that is the right call or not. Because we are able to fight the drain, but it doesn't stay topped up. Right, and this guy, what does he service? Well, he's a redundancy for a lot of these buildings, and also a lot of these buildings down here. I worry that as these get built, this will become unsustainable. But that's exactly why I have this switch over here with a free spot still to, you know, feed the tank up over here. And for that, we might need a pump, because this is higher, I believe, than this. So we might need a pump for that. And for that, we'll need some more resources, obviously. As I pointed our cash flow. Because, yeah, I mean, that's where the steel's coming from, right? Okay, good progress over here. That's good to see. Almost done. Again, this was, like, not hyper urgent, because as I checked previously, again, we have this substation over here already, which is all well and good, but this was going to be a redundancy. Or rather, it is going to be a redundancy. And up over here, what are we suffering from? A little bit of everything. Lots of folks unable to practice sports again. That's always great to see. Crime, low government loyalty, a familiar sight. Few folks unable to visit a hospital. Again, feels connected to us assigning workers directly to this bus platform. Again, a little concerned about the 21 pluses without their own flats. 53 people right now, so as soon as this gets built, it'll be half filled up. That's going to be an interesting moment. Tempted to pick up a bunch of fabrics as well. And just go with it. Yeah, 18 workers. Not great, no. I was going to say, well, this month's looking a lot better, but that's because this month just started. If we take a look at June... Well, I guess June was when I was saying that's our last steel import for a little while, hopefully. Because that alone will do the trick. A couple of months without importing a bunch of steel will do the trick. I cannot believe we hit 0 again. From 0 to hero to 0 again. The not as popular Bilbo Baggins book. There and back again to 0. No, we're okay. I'm feeling comfy. About to crack 10k again. Remember how much of a struggle that was last time? Wish I hadn't said that so prematurely. Oh, there we go. Okay, now we can look away. Never look at this again. Gonna go ahead and suspend this construction. Go ahead and suspend this construction as well. All non-essential construction needs to be suspended, because God forbid it gets triggered as some of the other construction completes, and I find myself bankrupt again. Again, the bus stop is necessary because it acts as a connection to the shopping area for these guys. So I need to get the bus stop done. But we do have other points of connection, so that's good. This isn't all that expensive anyway. 0.6 tons of steel isn't the problem. I do also wonder if I want to start having a passenger route now from up there to down here. Part of me was lamenting not having built a trolley bus line, because it'd be nice. But then the other part of me was like, there's no way I could afford that right now. Also, we're not a big enough city to justify that just quite yet, so glad we're holding off on that. All right. The one last big construction I need to do is this, obviously. If it does still need 5.8 tons of steel, which I assume it does, because resources on construction site is always a different label. So yeah, that's going to be pricey. Granted, we already have 2.8 tons. It's not the whole thing that needs building. What am I waiting for? Right, these connections. Though, hang on a second. No. None of those blue lines are solid. The light blue, rather they're all dotted, but the light blue means future connection, the dark blue means current connection, and I gotta wait for those future connections to become current connections before it's actually worth building this thing, because otherwise, like I've said repeatedly before, it'll just be a bunch of people who are like, hey, I don't actually have any clothes or electronics or anything to have a good time with. And that's not fun. I wish this wasn't so segmented. Why? There we go. Connect these two. That'll make this one project as opposed to two. And hopefully we'll move along a little bit faster. High priority for you. Because I guess that got left... Or I guess I only just combined it, and that's why it was adjusted to be medium priority again. Alright. Take a quick look over here. Still importing a bunch of steel, huh? That's fine. Let's go ahead and let that delivery come through and then maybe cut down how much steel we're aiming to store. Similar measures as we've taken before, to good effect. But the number of workers up over here has to change. All right, we gotta figure that out. We gotta figure that out. Bring some of these measures back. Send all these guys up over here because there's only so many experts, so I shouldn't need to do as much adjusting, and hopefully that'll give us a little bit of a kickstart. Bit of an injection up over here is all we need. Because otherwise we're just shipping, you know, less than 2k rubles at a time, which isn't great. What happens over here? I really wonder if I shouldn't get rid of this. I wonder how much that's slowing us down. I also wonder, we are still exporting bricks, right? Yeah. Well, currently we're importing bricks, I guess. Because we're not at that 30% mark. All the construction that we're up to. Fair enough. There we go. That's a proper busload of workers coming through finally. And look at how much of a difference that makes. It is not insignificant. Another 71 workers coming through. Yeah, okay. All right. That'll do. That'll do. Up over here, seeing some progress. Getting ready to invest a huge chunk of cash on that building up there. And again, hopefully it'll have a knock-on effect on happiness and stuff like that as well, right? Alright, 8 tons of steel. Slowly being chipped away at because of various constructions. Yeah, the unfinished roads here and there. All that good stuff. These little sections over here. Need bits and pieces of steel. Not a lot, but it's chip damage to our economy, basically. The best way to put it, I guess. You're gonna come through here? Yeah. Alright, what are you gonna do about it though, right? We need some of these things built. That's the cost of, well, hubris, I guess. I was ready for the asphalt roads. We were ready for the asphalt roads. It was a combination of factors. But alright. A slightly slower episode, I suppose, this one. My apologies, folks, but I'm just getting things in order. We are still making progress, obviously. There's like a lot of construction that's been completed. I could actually start planning this area over here. Let's see, let's make sure this connection is done. You are receiving power, you are receiving power, and well, you're receiving power from multiple spots, so why don't we go ahead and experiment by canceling that wire and making sure that you're still receiving power. You are, okay. Want to make sure this is being handled cleanly. All right. Can't afford to make a mistake here. Literally can't afford to make a mistake here. Hey, look at that. We had a month in the black. Beautiful. All right, just checking. You're getting power still. You're getting power still. And you're getting power still as well, as is this entire neighborhood. All right, cool, perfect. Demolition like that always makes me nervous, especially when there's overlapping bits and pieces, but we're okay. We're okay. And look at that. For all the struggles, for all the troubles, we made a lot of progress. Oh, look at that, actually. That feels great, man. Look at that. This is our glorious nation. Soon to be glorious, I keep calling it. I want to stay humble. I want to stay humble until we, you know, until we've earned the moniker glorious. But this feels great. This feels great. This feels good too. Great. Okay, fantastic. 16K this month. 18 last month. Okay. We're getting back on track. It's costing us more fuel because it's done over multiple deliveries as opposed to single, more efficient deliveries. But we're getting back on track. And oil is continuing to be a bit of a constant flow, both in goods and money, so that's promising. And once we're secure above 10K, I'll breathe a bit more easy. Feeling that way a little bit. Research over here is looking good. Up over here. Just about done with the secret police as well. That's always a fun investment. Would you look at that? 14K. Beauty. I guess that's another delivery of clothes that just happened. Yeah, we're up to 20K now. Beautiful. Beautiful. And I mean, how can I not attribute that to the adjustments we just made to workers here? Now, unfortunately, health just dropped below 90%. That's okay. I guess it's a little standard fluctuation. Standard deviation, if you will. Unable to practice sports has gone up, and I wonder if that's because some of these are not as frequently staffed. We'll see what the case might be. Or maybe people aren't staffing this one as much anymore because these guys are dedicated to going up there instead. And these guys, I guess, are just not paying as much attention to coming down here. Fair enough, it is what it is. But it is cool to see people from all the way up there, I think, making their way to university. That's neat. Down here, this is almost done. Just waiting on some resources that are en route, I assume. Yep. Tiny bit of steel, tiny bit of electronic components. Keep wanting to say electrical components. Got the gravel coming through over here. No, where are you going? Oh, the bus stop. Not as essential as the sidewalk, because the sidewalk will be done more cheaply and will provide that same connection. But hey, it is what it is. We're almost done. Almost done. Well, plenty of steel up there. Bullets coming through at a decent rate. Workers coming through at a great rate. Yeah, beauty. Beauty, beauty. Beauty. I'm trying to figure out when I can pull the trigger on, you know, not needing to have this dedicated truck anymore. Because historically speaking, you know, 50k was around the mark where I made that decision. But I don't think I need to go by historical thinking. Water hasn't come up as an issue again since we've reconnected this pipe. However, look at these numbers and I wonder if that wasn't just because we had plenty to go around. We did also just finish research of the secret police. I mean, we can look into a few different things, or we can just now once again focus on educating more of our future generations. Tourism might be a way to get some money. We are building the Gallery of Art, so that might be something worth investigating. Something to consider. Distribution offices are fine. Fire prevention is an option. I mean, we've done some good research with the party headquarters. For now, I guess we can just educate the next generation a bit more. Pay a bit more attention to that. And let me just check here. You're supplying... Like, all these guys will get completely cut off, won't they? Oh, not completely cut off. Some of these guys will get cut off, though, of water supply. Yeah, but the truck comes in right in the nick of time. Why don't we go ahead and play it safe and just decommission this again? And I just got to remember that it has been decommissioned. Cancel you. Suspend demolition. Leave that be. And allow this thing to top up a bit more. Or at least to drain a bit more slowly. And I think that'll be all the gap I need. Alright, we're now seeing frequent back-to-back months in the black, which is reassuring. We're constantly hitting that 20k mark as well, and a problem that took us, what, 4 or 5 episodes to solve just a couple weeks ago has seemingly, I don't want to get too cocky, but has seemingly been solved within, what, 30 minutes, give or take, today. Again, I don't want to get too cocky. This is almost done. This is almost done as well. And then we can turn our attention to this guy. And he's going to be expensive, yes. Getting food supply over here is going to be interesting too. This needs to be built. Once that's done, we can go ahead, and this needs to be built too. Why are you not seeing any action? Alright. Vehicles coming through over here. Yeah, bringing some asphalt over. That's all we need. And then some workers, obviously. Here we'll need some asphalt too. Alright, cool. I'm guessing some of those trucks were, again, committed to these various road constructions, and that's why they were held in place. But once these last few pieces are done, we can start using this road cargo station, which I spent so much time, money, and effort on placing. Hopefully it was a worthwhile endeavor. But yeah, I'll need to think about distribution offices, and you know what? We can actually get a proper distribution office going now. I'll take a look at how much it costs. There's a small distribution office, 13 tons of steel. When I say cost, that's really what I'm looking at, is how much steel is it going to take. 13 tons of steel. Fairly large. It's not small. We have room here to place them. We have room here. We have maybe room here. Can't build due to infrastructure. But we're going to get rid of that road. We'll see what comes of it once some of these wires are taken care of. I'll need a bus over here, won't I? Yeah. Let's pull one of these buses over. Momentarily. Let's pull a bus over. Just get rid of some of these. And hopefully I won't regret having built this on the inside rather than the outside. But what are you going to do? Either I was going to place those buildings in here or out here. So let's see. Distribution office. Yeah, we can pop it down here next to the bus depot. Pop it down like this. Nice and narrow. Keep room for the medical university down there. All well and good. Leave room for more construction offices here if I want to. If it'll fit up here, it'll fit up here. If it won't fit up here, I'm not gonna be too fussed about it. That's fine. Also, are just shy of having room up over here, eh? Yeah, because of the pumps and stuff there. But that's okay. So we place one over here, and that should be able to sustain distribution to Ashkakal as it stands right now. And then I wonder, again, do I really need to replace our free ones down here and up there? It's not a rush, obviously. It's not a rush. The only reason I'm rushing about at least putting one down is because these guys right now are all regular trucks. I need a refrigerated truck down here to help the redistribution of meat from this storage to everywhere else. Otherwise, right now it's being brought from Kurvarud, right? So I got to figure that out. And my planned solution is to just put down a proper distribution office. We've done the research, so why wouldn't I? The next thing to consider as well is, do I demolish this road first, or do I upgrade this road first? I have to do it in sections, because I don't have a bypass for this section over here. Other option is, of course, to build this connection first, and then, you know, this road becomes the bypass for this as I'm upgrading it. A lot of flattening required for that. How's deconstruction looking over here? Deconstruction, demolition, whatever you want to call it. Where are you guys focused right now? Up over here. Okay, fair enough. That's fine. I mean, this is what I'm in a rush to clear up, truth be told. And I can actually go ahead and cancel some of these road connections as well. Make sure we've got room here. And like I've said before, like I might adjust this as well if I need it. Might keep this thing around because it's been quite helpful. And you, my good friend, where did I bring you in from? Oh, no. You're not from down here, are you? No, you're not. That was last session, I believe. Might be from up here. We just pulled a bus away. I remember there always being an empty slot there. Maybe from here? No, this thing's topped up. God damn, where did I take you out of? If anyone remembers, feel free to share. Might have been up here? Because we have steel and boards assigned. Yeah, it was definitely up here. Well, almost definitely. Get you up there. Let's go. Yeah, that sounds right. That feels right. Up at 26k now. Yeah, feeling good. Excellent. Bus stop has been built. Ah, this road section is going to be the death of me. One last piece of road here. Versus one last piece of pavement here. We'll see what gets done first. Looks like it's going to be the pavement. Really? You're going to prioritize that? This is what I mean about needing to cancel any construction that isn't essential. But yeah, this is feeling a lot better. This is feeling a lot better too. And no complaints about visiting the doctor, so that's promising. Lots of complaints about crime. But there's no cases right now. So what are you complaining about? Everything's being taken care of. Only one... Oh, okay, no. I was like, only one unexamined case. Oh, last year. Oh, the above number, 28, is for this year. So I guess we had a huge drop-off in the number of police officers available for the police station. Maybe again when we were doing some of the reassignment up over here. Alright, it's all good. It's all good. On the up and up over here. Let's take a look at some more details. Lost a couple people. A few more escapes. Crossed a beautiful threshold of 100 escapes. Again, it was just a matter of time. I accepted this fate a handful of episodes ago. What matters is we make those escapees feel jealous, envious, regretful, remorseful of what they did. And I guarantee you they will. It's nice to see population growth make a recovery here. Pretty steady. Again, some bumps and bruises, but overall pretty steady. Otherwise, average lifespan is almost the highest it's ever been. Average productivity, again, happiness, loyalty, that kind of stuff has an impact here, so you can actually see it. Unemployment is at an okay level, I would say. Feeling pretty good overall. Lots of folks with radios. Can't wait to start blasting propaganda through them. Soon-ish. I mean, money's looking a lot better now. That's good. Happiness overall, I mean, again, just dancing around the low 60s, rather. We're aware of that. People seem to be fully satiated. Health is doing pretty good. Government loyalty in the pits. We're going to work on that soon. We've done well for sports. We've done pretty well across the board, I would say, actually. We're doing pretty well. Now, the 15k was amazing. What? Did we really, truly... Wow, 28,000 rubles off clothes. 20 the last month. Yeah, see this... Yeah. Look, how can I say it's anything other than the bus platform designations? Sorry, I know that's the third time I've said it, but it's like clear as day evidence. This guy, you are so tattered, man. Maybe you could take some time off the line. Pull you back here for a moment. Let's get you repaired. And let's also consider, like I said, the timing of when we get that truck back at that distribution office. Are you being repaired? Nothing to repair. You sure about that? This guy's a hot mess. Oh, it's been less than a year has passed since the last repair. So it won't let me repair it again. And it's still at 65%. I mean, I assume there's like a cumulative wear and tear, which makes sense, right? Like, things fall apart over time. So that's cool. That's great. Perfectly fine. God damn, it's hideous. God damn, it's hideous. All right, off you go again, buddy. All right, with the money we have now, I think we're okay. Oh yeah, and with this connection done as well. Why is one light blue and one dark blue? Either way, I can see that it's got a connection to the shopping center. So we're going to go ahead and continue construction up over here. Take the hit from the steel that needs to come through. And then let's actually take a quick look up over here. We're looking all right, okay. And down over here, the 21 tons, might still want to avoid that for the time being. These guys, again, not able, unfortunately, to make it to the clinic up there. But maybe I can upgrade some roads and make it happen. I was hoping these upgrades back here would do the trick, but no such luck. No such luck. I'm trying to figure out what else I might be able to do. $302 meters. I can get all the way to the bus stop. If I upgrade this road section, we cut people off from... We cut some of these people off from these two buildings. Because they don't want to go up the road there, right? That's one step of broadcast completed. Now we actually learn how to do actual broadcasting, I guess. Gotta focus on that. Let's get that done. Let's get that up and running. And we gotta find room for the actual station as well. Because the building is huge. Gotta upgrade you. That's not gonna help get these guys to the clinic. That's just it. The clinic is so cheap, and that's why it's so easy to make that decision. The school needs completing as well, actually. Because pretty soon it's not going to be non-essential. Medium priority. Just waiting for vehicles to come through. It's a lot of like similar resources, similar vehicles in use right now. And so that's why it's making a lot of these things feel slow. Like, you know, this guy just got freed up, so he might come back around and dump something somewhere else. Oh yeah, no, we did have resources on the construction site. Cool. I vaguely remembered that, but I guess it only shows as a separate thing if you are actually continuing construction. Alright, so this thing will be done fairly soon. They'll be upset about not being able to go to school, but hopefully all the people that move in here are going to be the 21 pluses. They won't need to go to school. Instead, they'll need to go to university and work. What we'll need to figure out is this bus stop. And when we decide to activate it, and how it brings people from down here for the time being to up here. I could just extend this line as is right now, right? So it picks people up from here, then drops them off here and goes back. Like, that's an option. And I almost want, part of me is tempted to like do a dedicated road, right? Like, if this is dedicated to buses, so they never get slowed down by whatever else is coming down this way. They'll make their way across. I just don't know if it's valuable. It feels like a longer route. So I gotta think about that a little bit. Looks like all this has been demolished. You're still getting power. Just worth double checking. You're all still getting power. Yes, okay, cool. 4 workers without a job. But why? Go work. I guess the grocery store might be topped up, and that's why. Anyway. Still a bit more deconstruction needed over here. Guess I missed this when I was drawing my lines earlier. But yeah, it looks like we've cleared everything else up, so that's good. This hasn't broken anything else. Okay. Now, let's go ahead and check real quick. We know the answer to this question already. This won't fit. And when we demolish this road above, I mean, I could make more room. It's not like this road goes anywhere. I could make more room and then actually make use of this area. Make this go straight out up there. Buy us that extra room, right? Ah, geez, that might be the smarter move. But in that case, yeah, let's upgrade this road section first. I think we've got the money for it enough. Question becomes asphalt or asphalt with street lights. Let's go with street lights here. Or you know what? We don't need a lot of like foot traffic in the area. So let's just stick with the asphalt road. No street lights. Sure. I don't know why I'm so nervous about this upgrade. All this construction is done. All these connections are done. These guys are all using this road section when they could just as easily be using this one. So that's all well and good. Alright, cool, yeah. Let's go ahead and upgrade all of you. Let these vehicles go through. I'm surprised they use this as opposed to the road above. That's just endless. Wow. Yeah, all the more reason to upgrade this sooner, really. And these should be very quickly done. Just gravel, asphalt, not too expensive. Gravel's available in droves over here. We produce so much of it, so we should be good. Down over here. Build up so fast, you'd think we had Get Citizens turned on. We've got water. We've definitely got heat. We're able to reach all the things we need to reach. We've got just the one cellar over here. People are definitely able to make it over, yeah. Oh, that's cool. Going up to the second floor and stuff. Need a lot more people coming through. Otherwise, we're going to be left with a lot of unhappy shoppers. Oh, delivering workers to there. Okay, cool. This is all done as well. Alright. This is all done. The economy is looking good. This building has been completed as well. Hopefully that'll help nudge up people's happiness. Oh my goodness, it feels like there's more reasons for complaint now than there were just moments ago. I think it's largely because of the people moving in here. Plenty of staff, no one actually playing, and yet folks complaining about unable to practice sports. My goodness, I love when that happens. But I think we're okay. Happiness change is still in the green, so that's good. Health has been fluctuating around 90%, which feels a lot better. And this is so much better than it was just 30 minutes ago, so that feels good too. Overall, I think a lot of progress this session. A lot of re-progress, I suppose you could call it, because we took a couple steps back, but now we've taken quite a few steps forward. Made some moves over here. Made some plans over here. Gonna make some additional moves there. And continue our expansion over here, I suppose. I think we're in an okay position. Jeez. Feels strange to say. Because I was so worried for a moment there. But this feels good. Folks, I hope you enjoyed this session. If you did, you know what to do. Let me know by leaving a like and a comment down below. As always, it makes a very big difference in letting me know what you're enjoying on the channel, letting me know what I should do more or less of, letting me know if I've missed anything essential that you've spotted. And otherwise, again, as always, I do read through all of the comments as well. So if you have any thoughts, questions, concerns, feedback, drop them down below. They will get addressed in one way, shape, or form, folks. That was a very stressful episode, my goodness. That was a very, very stressful episode. But hey, you know what? I'm gonna... There and back again. There being the zero. Back again being having money. My goodness. I hope y'all enjoyed this one, folks. As always, let's take it in from up on high so we can, again, just see progress over time from a fixed perspective. It's always fun to see, my goodness. But with that said, yes, as always, a massive thanks goes out to all of the channel members and patrons who've been supporting the channel on a monthly basis. They'll keep us alive and running smoothly. And of course, a big old thanks goes out to each and every one of you for watching. Until next time, cheers.